Coming on today, day 5, and today I want to talk about people you've actually helped or assisted. Reflect on those who you have actually helped. Yesterday we reflected on those who helped us, and you know, give ways that you've helped them. One thing I've always done is, being blessed with a vehicle, I always help people by giving them rides to and from work. My mother's aunts, both maternal and paternal, on the first of the month when they get their checks, I would take them to the grocery stores, pay bills. And I guess that's why I thought about it. That's probably why today, when I grocery shop, I go to a lot of different stores, because one of my great aunts was like that. She would go, we would be just about in every store. It was so funny, because I think she may have been in her 70s or 80s maybe. But every year for the holidays, she would make this eggnog that would be really, really spiked. And then she used to make this drink, we called it a go to hell punch, because it was so strong. But those are the good old days. And then she, the one who had me interested in cooking. And right now today, that's why I like Hellman's mayonnaise, because she used to like me to make the potato salad, and she wanted me to use Hellman's mayo. So some of that, you know, those older people, a lot of the things I learned with them, I've just continued to use in my everyday life, and I wouldn't change that for nothing. But another thing, like if somebody needed a ride home from work, I remember one night it was storming real bad, and we worked one night. That's when I was working at Kmart, and the store closed, and one of my co-workers needed a ride home. And so I gave her a ride home, and my eyesight, my eyes are bad. That's why I wear glasses, and they thick too. But anyway, I had I was giving her a ride. Well, I had given her a ride home, and I didn't want to get on the highway because it was storming. You could hardly see the road, but I guess that would have been the best option for me. So I got on the service road and was coming home, and somebody pulled off one of them side roads and hit me, and darn near knocked me over in a ditch. It took all the strength I had to stay on the road, and guess what? They kept going. Hit my car that I made selling candy. Yep, put a dent in my car. So after that, that's when I traded that car in and got my first brand new vehicle. But anyway, so helping people in that regard, and like people call me for, what should I do about this, for advice. And sometimes I have to kind of contain myself, because I'm so used to giving advice to people, to sometimes I'll offer to people that may or may not want it. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm like, if I can help somebody, I am. So that's why sometimes, I don't know how to explain it, but some people don't want you to offer any kind of assistance. They just want to do things their way. So that's something that I kind of have to work on too. But anyway, and then I'm the type, I like helping people find jobs. So I post on my page on Facebook every time I see a job, and not just any job. I'm talking about a good job with benefits and stuff like that. And so I had a friend to call me one day. She said, hey, this community college has a position for HR director. And so I was like, oh, okay. And so I thought about applying, but then I remembered that one of my cousin's husbands was looking for a job, and he had been in HR longer than me. And he has a grad degree, and I just have an undergrad. So I called him about the job, and I told him about it. He said, okay. Because he had called me before, you know, asking me that I know about any leads to what jobs were. And so I called him and told him about the job. So about a month later, my friend called me. She said, he got that job? I said, who? She said, the guy you sent over there? I said, oh. He didn't tell me, but my friend who told me about the job called me and told me he had it. So I was very happy for him. See, you can't, or you shouldn't be jealous when God bless somebody else. Because you know what? Like my pastor always say, Why be jealous? Because sometimes God got to pass by you to get to them, to bless them. So maybe in the blessing business, since he passing you, he'll give you one too. I'm not jealous. If I see somebody pull up in a fine car, I'd be like, ooh, yeah, God done blessed her. I say, go it on, girl. There's still hope for me. We got to start being like that, you know. And what else? I help people that way. I used to give advice, financial advice, probably some I should have taken myself, to some of my friends. Like one of my friends, somebody was selling a car, and she didn't have the cash money, and she said, but the bank sent me this thing saying I can get some money from the bank. I said, well, go ahead and borrow the money from the bank, pay cash for the car, and go ahead and pay your insurance up 6 months out with the money that you borrowed the bank from, and then you'll have something left and try to hold on to that. So I'll be trying to offer assistance like that, or if I can find ways to do something better, I do. You know, it doesn't hurt you to take advice from people. At least be receptive to listen, and then you make your own decision as to whether you want to use it or not, because God could bless you through somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? In other words, another person could have a message from God to give to you, but you don't want to take it because you got a closed mind. Not me though. I listen to people. And like when I started working in the kitchen at church, they brought in a guy who had worked offshore in the kitchen for 30-something years. And I'm telling you, I've learned so much from him. Little simple things. Because like I said, I'm number 9 or 10, but I didn't cook for a lot of people, because by the time I was able to cook, my older siblings were out of the house. My oldest brother is 70, and next year my mother will be 90. So, you know, it's a big age gap. So yeah, I learned a lot from him about cooking in large quantities. And I did a lot of research, like when I first got in there, and I love the research. So I found this thing, I think it's called Ellen's Kitchen or something like that. So when you get ready to cook, like, and say quantities of 100, she'll tell you, like, if you're doing potato salad, you need 35 pounds, or how much rice, or how much pasta, or how many cans of beans, you know, stuff like that. So be willing to learn. I mean, nobody knows everything. You can learn something from a baby. It's just like on Facebook, and I'm finna go, I don't want this to be too long. Like on Facebook, did you ever know that, like, the little canned soda, the reason why it has that little hole in the thing is to put your straw? The reason why on the aluminum foil thing, I never even noticed this. And I'm just being honest. And I'm just gonna say I'm intelligent, but I don't know everything. And on the aluminum foil, the little packaging, on each side it's a little thing you punch in, it's a hole, and that keep the thing rolling where it don't come out. I'm just saying, you know, you can learn from people. And I think that's my goal, that's my purpose in life, is to help people. I'm serious. And in a roundabout way, I've always done that, but not on the level I have now, because I get it. I'm serious. I really, really get it. The most rewarding times of my life have been when I've been helping people. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this. One time we were at church, and we feed on the third Sunday. So one Saturday we had made spaghetti. And I'm particular, honestly, about how I cook, how the food, you know, how it tastes, because if I'm cooking and spending this money for things, I want it to be good. I don't want to throw anything together for anybody. So this little lady, older lady, she ate, and she came back. She say, do y'all give seconds? She said, them spaghettis was so good. I ain't had no spaghetti in so long. And so I was like, yeah, we really don't. We try to feed as many people as we can one time, and at the end we'll get somebody else. But we went ahead and gave her some. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I had to turn around from other people because it brought tears to my eyes. I'm telling you. And right now I have a different kind of peace, because it's in my spirit to help other people. Just like, I'm going to tell y'all this, and I'm going to go. Like my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law have the most beautiful garden, y'all. The other day, my sister called me. It was Friday. And she said, did you want any greens for the weekend? I said, ooh, girl, yeah. So my brother-in-law, she called me Saturday morning. She said, your greens ready? She said, come get them, because you don't want them to stay out there too long. So I was like, oh, okay. But I was in the middle of doing something. I was working on the computer. And so I had my daughter to go and get them for me. And so I think I showed them. I got them somewhere, or maybe on my cell phone, but I'm gonna show y'all a picture of those greens. But anyway, when I got through, it was so many greens, y'all, till I couldn't even put them in one side of the sink after I had picked them and everything. I had to take and put those greens in two sides of the sink to clean them. And I couldn't use a regular pot. I had to use the gumbo pot, the pot I fix gumbo in, because I never could cook a small, I never could use a 5-quart pot like my Magnum pot y'all see all the time in my cooking videos. I could never use that to make gumbo. It's never big enough because I always make a lot. So I always have enough left over. Like I made gumbo, let me see, Thanksgiving was when? Week before last, right? So that Tuesday, Monday, yeah, that Tuesday I made gumbo. And then Thanksgiving, well, the Wednesday before, we ate it Wednesday before Thanksgiving, so Thanksgiving morning before I started cooking, I froze it. And so that's what we're actually going to eat today. But, what I was saying, I done got sidetracked. But anyway, y'all, let me go in here. I'm at work. Enjoy your day. Reflect today on things you've done to help somebody. And if you can't see where you've helped nobody, then you need to start. You know. And then when you help people, don't do it for selfish reasons. A lot of times people help you and turn right around and beg or ask for something. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll, oh, your hair sure is pretty. Let me borrow $5. To me, that's being manipulative and trying to be sneaky. Anyway, y'all, I'm at work. Today is Tuesday, day 5. Enjoy your day. God bless. Tuesday, day 5. Enjoy your day. God bless.